everyone, and welcome back to another Create This Book adventure. Okay, straight lines. Now, you might be wondering what on earth I could possibly do with a page full of straight lines. And honestly, I wondered the same thing. But then I had an idea. What if our little explorer decided that straight lines were actually the beginning of an adventure? You see, our little mouse has always been curious. He loves discovering new places, meeting new friends, and getting himself into little adventures. So, naturally, he couldn't possibly stay on a page full of ordinary straight lines. He had to go exploring. And this time, his adventure took him somewhere very special. Somewhere I have always loved. The Netherlands. There is something about Dutch art that I absolutely adore. Maybe it's the light, maybe it's the quiet little moments that the paintings capture. Maybe it's the way an ordinary room, an ordinary person, or an ordinary day can suddenly feel completely magical. And, of course, if we are talking about Dutch art, there's only one place our little explorer absolutely had to visit: Johannes Vermeer. Vermeer is one of those artists whose paintings make me want to stop and just look. There isn't necessarily some huge dramatic scene happening. Sometimes it's just a person standing by a window, reading a letter, pouring milk, or simply existing in a quiet little moment. And yet, somehow, you feel like you're standing there with them. And that light, oh, that light, the way Vermeer used the light coming through a window, the soft shadows, the little highlights, it makes everything feel almost peaceful. And I think that's probably one of the reasons I love his work so much. So, naturally, our little explorer couldn't just look at the painting from a distance. No, he had to get right in there, because apparently that's what happens when you give a tiny mouse an adventure. I also love how this whole page started with something so incredibly simple, straight lines, just straight lines, and somehow they became a doorway into a museum. I think that's what I love most about these little Create This Book adventures. We start with a prompt and then suddenly we are somewhere completely unexpected. Today we ended up wandering through Dutch art with a tiny mouse explorer. And honestly, I think he had a pretty good day. He got to visit Vermeer. He discovered a little piece of Dutch art and somehow managed to turn a page of straight lines into an adventure. And I think that's exactly what I wanted for this page. Not just straight lines, but a little story, a little world, and of course, another adventure for our tiny explorer. Now, thank you so much for watching. Consider liking and subscribing. Until next time, bye guys!